I know it was really hard on her because she was in the middle of like a midlife surge. She was working on a PhD. She had all kinds of things going on. And she suddenly found herself pretty helpless and partially paralyzed. And, so it was very difficult. And it was also difficult on her to have her children suddenly parenting her, basically. And it was a shift for us, too, to suddenly be parenting our mom. My mom passed away, and I moved back home again to help my dad. Mostly emotionally, he was an emotional wreck. They had been married for 44 years, and my mother was gone. And just to help with everyday household things, because he was a brilliant engineer and knew how to design satellites and all kinds of things like that, but he didn't know how to do things like work a washing machine. So, um, and my dad and I never had the best relationship, so it was challenging. But I kind of had to do what was right. And even though my relationship with my dad was difficult, he was still my dad, and I loved him. So I moved home to help, and found myself having to go through my own grieving while holding space for his grief. Which, of course, grieving your parent is nothing like grieving your partner. And I guess I learned that learned to not just think of him as my dad, but as someone, a man who's grieving his partner of decades and decades.